So here we have another function, that is a trim function. So it is used for removing the space or white space at the beginning and end of a string. So it is only for removing the white space from the beginning and end of a string. Okay. Another two important functions are the two lowercase and two uppercase. These two functions, two lowercase and two uppercase functions, converts all the characters in a string to lowercase or uppercase. So two lowercase, it converts all the characters in a string to lowercase, whereas two uppercase converts all the characters in the string to uppercase. Okay, you can see the example on the screen. Okay, here we can see our next class, which is the string buffer class. So the string buffer class is similar to our string class, but the string buffer we can modify the object created using the string buffer class, right? So here you can see the different ways to define a string buffer object. First one is the string buffer object can be created using the default constructor method. String buffer int size. In this one you can see that we can create a string buffer by mentioning a particular size, and string buffer string str. We can also create a string buffer object by passing a existing string value to the string buffer. Okay, one important method is the append method. So this append method is one of the methods under the string buffer, which is used for appending a particular character to the end of the existing string buffer object, right? So here you can see that in this example I am passing the one parameter is string str and int num. So string buffer append method is designed in such a way that it can accept any data type as its parameter. Here we can see the insert method. So in this insert method we can insert a particular character or a string in the given index position, right? So the index position is used for inserting a particular character or a string in the given index position. Okay, so here we can see the delete method in the string buffer class. So delete method, it removes the characters in a substring of the string buffer. So here you can see that we can mention a start index position and end index position. So it will remove or it will delete the substring starting from the start index to the end -1 index positions. Okay. So here you can see the replace and substring functions under the string buffer class, which operates similar to our replace and substring functions in the string class. Okay. Here we can see one important method, it is a reverse. So string buffer has the facility to reverse the characters of a string. So using the reverse method we can reverse the characters inside a string buffer object. Another function is the length function, which will return the length of the string buffer object or the number of characters stored in the current string buffer object. Here you can see some methods under the string buffer class. One is the capacity. So capacity actually deals with the amount of storage available for inserting new characters to the string buffer object, right? It will return an integer value. So please read the textbook and identify what is the difference between capacity and length. Length will return the current number of characters in the string buffer object. In the case of capacity, it will return the maximum number of characters that can be inserted in a string buffer object. So here you can see that caret function is there. This caret function, it also return an integer value, or it will return an integer value for the character at the particular index value. So it will return a character at the particular index position. So it will return a character at a particular index position. And another one is the set length method. This set length method is used for setting a particular length to the string buffer object. Here you can see some of the examples using the methods in the string buffer class. Okay, so you can try these sample methods in your program and see the outputs you are getting, right? Please read the textbook and understand the methods under the string buffer class. Okay, I'll see you with another video in the next class.